Thank you, guys. First of all, I'd like to thank FNF South Asia for having me speak here. This presentation is going to be a little like just my journey coming back to Nepal. How do we go next? Okay, great. So the first thing is what motivated me to speak up. Honestly, I have been in India for 15 years. I studied there and I started working there. And it is due to COVID that I came back home to Nepal. And I've been here ever since 2020. And that's when I started using TikTok. I was always a content creator in India. I had 80% of my audience was Indian and 20% Nepali. So I thought TikTok would be a great way to, build my audience from Nepal. And that's when I started TikTok, following the trends. I have a joint family, so I had a lot of content to make with each member of my family. And that's when my TikTok started growing and it started going viral. And coming to Nepal, I realized there are a lot of people who are so much more smarter than me from my community, speaking about such important issues, but their voices aren't being heard. And then I thought, how do I use this platform of mine where so many people are watching my videos to speak up about my community? I've been out since 2012, and people didn't know about that because I used to get a lot of questions about my sexuality, a lot of hate about why being a man, I behave like a woman. And I thought it was time to address it. I said it could go either like people will appreciate me for it, they'll hate me, or they will not care. So that's when I made my first video. Sorry for the screenshots, I look so funny in these screenshots. But this is the first video I made, which I was addressing about me being gay. And I also put like the Nepali subtitles so that everyone can understand. My Nepali is slightly weak, and it was weaker back in 2020, so I thought I'll speak it in English, but have Nepali subtitles. This video really did well. It got about like 540K views, quite a lot of likes, 43,000 likes, and a lot of support. These are just some of the support that I just screenshotted, but I got a lot of support. There was obviously a lot of hate, but it was just heartwarming to see that there are people who are willing to support in the TikTok community. Now, the TikTok community is a community where every nook and corner of Nepal, people use TikTok, so you can see the true essence of people and the society and how people are in Nepal. So it was heartwarming to see a lot of positivity and just a lot of approval from people, although you do get a lot of hate. So then I started making TikTok contents, which was a little sassy, fun, but it puts the message across. And I started replying to comments which are a little homophobic, where people don't understand that they can be homophobic or transphobic. And I just made a fun skit or a fun response out of it so that people stay engaged, and at the same time they get the message that it's not right. Out here they're comparing me to other people from my community and saying you shouldn't be like them, you should be different and things like that. So I just said that everyone is very unique and different. So this is one of the videos. Another videos where they're just comparing my family and saying you shouldn't be on TikTok and just trying to attack other people from my community. So I started making a bunch of these videos where people, I believe that it just made people more aware about what is right and what isn't right, because people don't have that basic concept clear yet. Things like that here. In this particular video, they mention how being a guy, why do you act like a woman? Something wrong with you. So I just knocked some sense into them in a fun way. And I guess this was just helping. All these videos ended up doing really well, and it was quite, it made me also, it encouraged me to speak up more. There was obviously a lot of hate, but at the same time, I think I was truly blessed to get way more love than hate. This isn't the case with people from my community. Most of the people from my community, they deal with so much more hate. You see so many young people being their true selves, and TikTok gives that platform where, so many people can watch their video and their content, but unfortunately get a lot of hate. So I just felt I think it fostered a community. My videos fostered a community which would go and support other people as well. Hopefully that worked out. And then I posted this video which has a community guidelines violation. Here I was talking about the things I'm tired of hearing as a gay man, and it was a funny, it was in a very entertaining skit. And I put this slide because TikTok removed this, thinking that it's attacking, I'm attacking people from my community, which was, they got it wrong in this video, but it was also good to see that TikTok is also trying to protect people from a community and removing videos which could be homophobic and transphobic. So that was also something nice to see from TikTok's side.
I am gay.
Oh, oops, sorry, Vance. So I'm just a snippet of a video I made on YouTube. It's just a teaser of what I posted. This was for Pride Month last year. I haven't showcased any TikTok videos because they're all in Nepali and maybe difficult for everyone to understand. This is in English.
I am gay. Get over it. If it's annoying, why should I care about that? It's my personal choice. Respect it. I think for a guy to show their feminine qualities is powerful. Why are people being hypocrites? We live in a world where you guys don't accept us. And if you guys hate me for that, so be it. I could care less.
So just a small snippet. Thank you. So some of my memorable experiences, I think one of the memorable experiences I first shared was when I'd gone to Chepang. It's a district and a village in Nepal which doesn't have any electricity. There's no connectivity. We had gone to give some relief funds. And out there, when I saw the young people come up to me and say they watch my TikTok, I was really confused as to how they are being able to watch TikTok when they don't have electricity. So they said that they use solar power and they go down the hill to get where there's connection, and once or twice a week they go and check the internet, which just shows how it's spread all around Nepal, even though the connectivity is an issue. So I think, this digital space is very prevalent all over Nepal, and it's so important to create awareness and use it to our good. Another memorable experience was when I had gone for the Pride Parade. It was really fun. This was in June, and there were so many people who came up and said good things, and that's when I felt like, okay, I think what people have been saying, there must be something to it that I'm doing. Because the videos I post are very casually. I don't think about it. I just react to it and respond to the hate, to the transphobic, homophobic comments, and just to see people's approval was fun. This was a really fun day. So many people from our community were together, supporting each other, performing, having a good laugh, having a good time, and it carried on even after the Pride Parade. There were different shows happening all around Kathmandu. So this was another very nice, memorable experience. So handling trolling, negative engagements, and this is just a meme that people have made about me, which I laugh about because it doesn't affect me. It just shows how much people have the time and energy to make something like this. But regarding trolling and hate, definitely is a lot. We as a whole, and by the law, it may be safer for people to live here, but there is a lot of hate amongst the youth people, and it's disappointing to see even the youth being hateful towards us. Like I said, a lot of people face hate in this community, and it's really disturbing for me. I can't only imagine what the young people who face so much hate do. They still go on, they don't care, they still post a lot of videos. But the good part about this is there are a lot of people speaking up about bullying happening towards our community, and it does gain a lot of traction and press coverage, and this helps making people aware that they can't get away with this kind of hate towards our community. They may hate that, but they still know that, people are being intolerable towards such kind of hate. So that's a good thing. I have been, again, I've been very privileged that I haven't gotten as much hate. The love has always been more than the hate, but I use this to, help others and just just uplift other people also, because as a whole, just because I tell myself that just because I'm getting positive feedback or love and approval from people doesn't mean the others aren't getting. So hopefully that can change. Changes in the queer community with social media. I think social media has played a really positive and good part in bringing awareness about the queer community. You see so many people from our community who's doing well in social media, who's really doing well, and a lot of support coming up, and this just makes other people homophobic, transphobic people, see that there is a big support group for people like them. Also for the people who are getting hate, I would like to say that find people who would support you, who will go to support groups, meet people who will be there for you and support you, because you are never alone. I think even if you can't come out to your parents, that's completely okay. You don't need to. You just need to be at peace with yourself and just understand yourself and love yourself for who you are. Tell a friend or two if those who are going to support you will make you feel better. And there are a lot of support groups where you must go and just meet people like us. A lot of changes in the queer community. We see Ruxana in this picture on the left. She's an icon, and she also speaks up so much about gay rights, the LGBTQIA plus rights, and it gains a lot of traction. People are speaking about it. Conversations are being made amongst not only my friend circles, but just all around. And it's a positive step. I think we are going in the good track. We're going on the right track, but we still have a long way to go. Here are some of the online community pages that I quite like. This is Counterculture Nepal. Like they mentioned, it's a platform for conversations around gender and sexuality, patriarchy, power, caste, and intersectionality. They do have a lot of posts about our community, which I like and I enjoy. Then there's QIG Nepal, which is one of my favorite groups. It's a not-for-profit group where they file a lot of writ petitions in regard to our community, and they have done a lot for us, and I just hope that that page got more traction and more attention, but these are some of the pages I think are great. That's all. Thank you.